And alright, hey, hi, hello, welcome back, Alexandrian Codex. I'm gonna squeeze out, this might be a short one, I'm gonna cut this off at like 50 minutes, because I would like to give myself a little wiggle room to get ready and run out to catch the bus that I'm trying to catch. There's like 4 buses that can get me where I'm going. One of them I can catch across the street and takes me a few blocks away, and it's a very pretty walk. One of them I can catch across the street, and it drops me off a few blocks away, and it's an entirely uphill walk. The other 2, I have to walk a few blocks away to, not a rough neighborhood, but like a, not even sketchy. It's just like an uncomfortable bus stop that's starting to get to like a sketchier part of a neighborhood that's fine during certain hours of the day and like mostly just uncomfortable at other hours. And I'd rather not walk to those and have to wait for the bus. I'd rather be able to just run out a minute or 2 before the bus arrives, catch it outside my house, and then have a pretty walk. I fucked up this pathing. Oh, well, we'll get on the way back. What am I even expecting to find down here? Because it's winter. All I can do is dig shit up. I'm not really hurting for anything. I don't know, man. Like some fossils or some shit? God, Alex. Just doing the rounds. We don't have to be mindful about it. We can just sometimes do things by rote. So yeah, that's why I'm going to call this one a little early, so I can throw on a real shirt, a real jacket, socks and shoes, and like actual pants, because I have tights on right now, and go catch the bus. Let's go and be like, hello kitties, I have seen you not so long ago. Yep, you are still alive, can confirm. Yep, you're still not eating as much as you normally do, because your people are not here, and you are maybe a little stressed out, little guys. Or they're just not hungry, or they just don't like their food very much. They're supposed to be on a diet right now anyway, so it's not actually concerning. It's making the diet easier, rather than being bitchy about it. And I've let the friends who I'm cat sitting for know, and they're like, yeah, well, sounds great. So I'll reiterate again once they pick up the keys from me that, like, yeah, for real, the cats, like, I was told 2 scoops of food per day. These little bastards are, like, eating 1. Which is fine, but it might just be that they're really inactive when I'm not there, so they're not burning off much energy. That's entirely possible. Now, I do feel bad that I can't, like, stick around and play with cats more, but it's a trek getting there, and normally I'm pretty, like, I need to just fucking chill for a minute after I get there. Because people can be a lot. Depending on the time of day that I bust down, it can be real quiet, or it can be weird, and that's just public transit for you. I'm not always immediately like, fuck yeah, let's play with some cat toys. I do a little bit of it. One cat toy I've been trying to find, I haven't cared enough to ask. I've considered asking a couple of times, so I'm like, they won't know where the fuck it is. The ever-elusive dot. The ever-elusive laser, I cannot find. I know that they have one. Don't know where the fuck it is. Again, not really a big deal. Just been playing with other toys with the cats, but it's like, man, I know it's here, and it's the quintessential, you know, cat toy. So I feel like it should oh, I think I know where it is. It's taken me like a week to realize. Oh, well, that's fine. What is today? Today, Friday? No, it's Saturday. Yesterday was Black Friday. Right. And I went online, I was like, oh, is there anything I want to buy? Not really. I don't know, like, if I spend a lot of time looking up, like, cute harnesses, or dresses, or, like, socks, or stockings, or whatever, yeah, I'd probably find something that I like. Honestly, been kind of tempted to get a new flannel. Like, there's a long list of stuff that would-be nices, right? But nothing that I really need. And again, because I do not have an income right now, I'm being very restrictive on what I'm allowing myself to buy. Which is just a fucking laugh, because, like, I've been paying for... One of the people I'm dating is younger, and they just moved into a new place, so money's been kind of short. And they haven't asked, but I've just been paying for dinner. Or buying them dinner. And I've asked beforehand. Every time, I'm not assuming that it's okay. I get consent. Like, hey, can I order something? Is it okay with you if I order out? And I've gotten consent. She has expressed a little bit of going around like, I feel bad that you're buying food all the time. I'm like, yeah, you know, try not to worry about it. Or, you know, pay it forward, basically, is the way I talk and think about it. Because, like, fuck, I've been in a position where I can't afford to pay for dates for a long time. And what I do when I'm in that position is not date, because it's so normalized for people who express masculinity or assigned male at birth to pay for dinner or pay for whatever the fuck. And being in a position where I couldn't do that, I didn't want to run into this assumption and have that be a difficulty. I don't know, it's an anxiety thing, I think, more than anything else. Fuck, I think there was iridium up there. Well, it's gone now. And I don't know, like, it feels nice to be able to treat someone that you like and care for someone that you like. But I do find the juxtaposition between me being like, oh yeah, you know, I'll spend more than I should on takeout for the both of us, and then when it's like the next day, me looking at, I don't know, a game that's like $10, I'm like, I don't need that. I spend so much money on takeout in comparison to everything else in my life. Except, like, you know, rent. Rent, basically, is my next largest expenditure. Not even utilities, just rent. And I hate it. I hate it. But there's so much fucking good food around me. And particularly when I'm, you know, I have been largely quarantined. I've been being social distance and all that good shit. It can be a huge comfort item too. So I try to get groceries that are healthy for me and have a diet that's healthy. But then, like, especially when I'm sad or feeling like I need to do something for myself, it's an easy thing to do. Which makes it fucking insidious and dangerous. And, like, food itself in Seattle isn't particularly expensive. It's city prices. It's more than I grew up with in the Midwest, but, you know, if you take into account the minimum wage here, it's not that much. I mean, it's high, but what are you gonna fucking do, right? If I were to spend that same amount of money on groceries, like, goddamn, I'd be stacked. But then I'd have to cook, and some days I just absolutely don't have the spoons, don't have the mental energy to do that. And I know that about myself. So the compromise of, like, well, okay, get a lot of, like, frozen food or things that are easy to make really fast because you know you're gonna have bad days where you can't really cook. But then that shit doesn't last, and I don't know, I need to just get more easy frozen stuff so that I don't go out to eat because it's just too damn easy. But also, if I'm feeling tired and run down and depressed, I won't want to go to the store and be around people and have to engage in that social situation, which just makes me more likely to order out, because that way I just have to thank a driver, tip them, and that's it. It's just, there's so many little things that play into this financially bad habit that's kind of hard to attack. It's kind of hard to address. I think it would be... I straight up do not recognize this! What the fuck? This seems new. This is only level 15. Yeah, this seems... I do not recall dinosaur dragon things. Well, you little bitches are dropping iridium, so I ain't complaining. Prehistoric rib. Yeah, you're new. You're very new. I would remember this. And it's only 6 p.m., so I can just... be a complete fucking idiot and walk back and forth in the flames. What is wrong with you, Alex? Eat purple mushroom. Purple. Eat purple mushroom. And then take forever killing this bat. I got a dinosaur egg this way, which is new. Is this, yep. You used to have to just dig it up, and it was not super common. Oh, fiddleheads. I know what those are. I know what those are through, oh, God, a survival game I played a while ago. I mean, they're ferns, yeah. But, like, specifically the name Fiddlehead, I didn't know prior to that. I gotta eat again. God damn. Turns out, being, lit on fire by... I'm guessing these are supposed to be dinosaurs? It's not great. I'm into this. I'm very into this. This is very neat. And particularly because we're hitting it on such a low level, and I've been deeper than this and hadn't seen it. It's pretty neat. I wonder if it's numbered, oh god, somehow, or if it's just a rare random chance. I get a feeling it's just a random chance. That maybe increases as you go down in depth, just like most other shit here. I don't know, but we got some iridium from that and got a bunch of stuff to donate to Gunther, so... Okay. Okay. Really, what I'm just reiterating over and over, like, I gotta get a fucking job. Because if I had a job right now, even like minimum wage, I'd be very comfortable spending. Bear in mind, minimum wage is close to 16 an hour here in Seattle now. Is it 16.50? I think it might be like, it's higher. I can't remember what it is. But a part of me is still hesitant to work in person because of, you know, COVID variants, and, you know, everything that comes with that. And I don't know, like, if I have the ability to keep myself at home, minimize the risk, and just try and ride out another day, another week, another month, and really limit my exposure as much as possible, that seems like the smart thing to do. I don't know. I mean, I'm not conflicted about prioritizing my health and my well-being at all. I am conflicted about which more negatively impacts my health and well-being right now. Which is actually a bigger threat, existentially, or... Yeah, I guess existentially, it is my existence, or to my welfare, right now. Capitalism is normally such a good coercive force in its own right, But when juxtaposed with something like a pandemic, particularly one as virulent, long-lasting, and adaptive as this one, I at least feel like it's being met by this counter-coercion. You know, this coercion and real anxiety and worry and concern. Fear, I'm not terrified, I just, like, really don't want it to happen to me, and you know what, I don't want to die, I don't want to get anybody else dead, or unalived, or whatever the kids be saying these days. And I've lost family. I'd prefer not to follow them into the dark. Not quite yet. I think I could be forgiven for having that attitude. There was one iridium here. Chances are this is gonna be my last floor. Alright, slime, your time has come. I'm hoping one of these drops some iridium, and they did! And they did! Beautiful. Iridium check. Get a vibe check. The vibes be bad. The vibes be... I'm not sticking around for that. We do not like the vibes. We do not like the vibes. Time to go home. I'm gonna forget that the festival's on the 25th. I'll probably get a reminder in the mail the day before or something. I sure hope I do, because I'm not gonna remember that shit, man. I mean, there's so many positions in person that I'd love to work at. Museums, particularly. That's the wrong box. You know, places like museums. I'd love to be able to work. Or working at, I guess, nonprofits that actually do something or provide services to people in need and vulnerable members of our community. But finding that in a way that also pays my bills and isn't just volunteer work, because, like, oh my god, so much is just volunteer work. A terrifying amount is just volunteer work. So much of the non-profit industrial complex is predicated and dependent on the fact that there are volunteers. Okay, I'm gonna keep all these and donate whatever the fuck Gunther hasn't seen. I'd be surprised if he's seen everything except that one prehistoric part, but maybe, I don't remember. It's nap time, baby. This might be our last day. I might cut this at 40 minutes. I mean, we're only at 18, but... I'm tired and I kind of want to get the kiddie run for the day over with sooner than later. Because I can drink caffeine, and I am and have been drinking some very caffeinated green tea. But that's not how you want to be trying to stay awake. As someone who worked graveyard for a long time, pulling off shifts that were, frankly, not okay for me to be working. Disrespectful to me to have me be working and not good for my health. Caffeine, that ain't gonna do it for you. Caffeine will make you burnt out, tired, and just kind of prolongs the weird, exhausted feeling. What'll work better are a combination of low, consistent amounts of caffeine mixed in with natural sugars and more slow-burning sources of energy. Like a good, healthy breakfast, or like a healthy lunch, are really good at giving you that energy. There might be a little bit of siesta vibes right after eating if you eat too much, or if you eat things that require perhaps a little bit more energy to break down. But seriously, like staying well hydrated, snacking throughout the night, and eating healthy foods as you snack throughout the night, one of the best ways to stay up all night. The healthiest ways to stay up all night. Oh, you can absolutely do it by slamming energy drinks or coffee and just getting really burnt out, but that shit ain't sustainable, and that will lead to deleterious health effects. You can look at studies comparing the healthiness of people who work night shift for a long time compared to the general population. There are ways that it very negatively impacts your health. Because of the dependence and reliance on caffeine, because of the difficulty in accessing services and other things directed towards the general public, even just thinking about going to a grocery store or the bank, or like going to get your fucking license renewed, or talk to a utility company, or have somebody install cable, or service something at your home or apartment, when all those operate within a 9 to 5 window, and you don't, that can make it really difficult to address your needs expediently, to take care of yourself. It can make it really easy and really tempting to just put things off and procrastinate and let them balloon and snowball into bigger problems. So yeah, minimally, if you're working night shift, stay hydrated, eat well, and if you can, find little ways to move every once in a while, every half an hour or so. I think the actual guideline is like every 20 minutes or so you should get up and stretch, which obviously I do a terrible job at here on this channel. But yeah, every 20 or 30 minutes you should get up and stretch or walk around, or at least, you know, move a little bit. If you're stuck at a station, that's okay. You can typically stand up. If you can't, I have some questions about where you're working. But you know, you can't let your work kill you. You can't do this bullshit that young people, particularly young men, try to do where, you know, I'll just tough it out. It's not so bad. Oh, it's fine. No, it's not. You gotta recognize the stresses and pressures that you're putting on your body and you're putting on yourself, and take them seriously. I can't remember if these artifacts are used for anything, so pardon me for a second. Artifacts can be donated to the museum or sold for a small profit. Donating prehistoric bone pieces gives you sloth skeletons furniture pieces. Did I really do that and then just ditch all the sloth skeleton? The dino egg I can use to hatch a dinosaur, so we're keeping that. Also can be used in dinosaur mayonnaise. I hate that that's a thing. Sorry. Bone mill? What the fuck is a bone mill? The bone mill is a piece of refining equipment that produces fertilizer from bone fragments. Interesting. So we could hold on to these prehistoric things for the bone mill, or I can just sell them. And I'm thinking selling them is the way to go. Love the bone mill. Love to work at the bone mill. The hotel, motel, bone mill. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. I'm not sorry that I tried. A hotel, motel, holiday inn. I don't even know that fucking song. It's just, it became a joke when drinking when I was younger. Why? I don't know. Honestly, couldn't tell you. It just did. Couldn't have been a very good joke then. Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I would have gone and upgraded our, Come on, Alex. Watering can today. But I can't afford that. Cannot afford that shit. So I'm hoping that what we're selling right now will get us closer to that. Because I would really like to get that done by the end of the month. I appreciate, yes, I have enough gold rated fucking everything that I could easily donate, but donate, sell. Well, you know, whatever. Exchange for currency. Put in the box. I'm wanting to avoid that if at all possible. I'm not strictly adverse to the idea, adverse to the idea, but like if I don't have to, I just have to wait a few more days. Functionally the same thing, but I do need to drop it off by the 25th, probably on the 24th. God, I'm not gonna remember any of this. Alright, just eels up inside you, find an entrance where they can time. Jesus Christ! Alright, well, there's our way down. Do I want to fuck with these? I kind of do. I kind of want to fuck with the slimes. We're not racing to the bottom, because we're not going to get there very fast without bombs. And slimes can drop iridium. Drop a diamond, too. That's pretty nice. I mean, not amazing. Yeah, they can drop iridium, so I think they're worth taking the time to kill. No. Oh, my timing has gotten off with these. What the fuck? Why has my timing gotten so bad? That's dangerous. Oh, that's very dangerous. I didn't take any food. What is wrong with you, Alex? I don't know. I'm tired and distracted. That's what's wrong with me. In this particular instance, I mean, broadly. Oh, there's more we could tease apart, I'm sure, but I don't really want to do that right now. Part of me is like, oh yeah, you know, going out early in the morning, I can get like coffee. Probably not. TBH, probably not picking up coffee anywhere. Like, take out breakfast somewhere. Honestly, again, probably not. It's a cute idea, but I probably won't do it. Sweet, iridium. I could go watch the sunset. Nah, that ain't happening. Especially, sun does not seem to be up yet, but it might just be dark outside the window I can see out of right now. As that one faces an alleyway. It's quite the view, and it never really gets sunlight, so that's fine. God, I'll level with you. I really don't want to hang out here too much longer. Me being a dummy and forgetting to bring food has me downright terrified of continuing this for too much longer, because it only takes like a couple more fuck-ups for me to die. I'm a big squishy baby, and I'm very concerned about that. Oh, well. At least got 2 iridium. Not winning a contest with just 2, Alex. Yeah. Okay, this is a mummy 4 and I don't have bombs. Please, please, let me out. Let me out. Come on, this is gonna drag on. Not in a fun way. Yep, okay, here we go. Yeah, like, all of my... there's a diamond over here, son of a bitch. All of my money that I'd be, like, frivolously spending on whatever the fuck is kind of just being held right now for dates. This is my date fund. And I have about twice as much as I'm telling myself that I have, which is a weird thing to say, right? Like, I recognize I have more money right now to play around with than I'm letting myself believe. Seems like a contradictory term, but not really. I'm good at budgeting, so I can just put money aside and be like, I can't touch that. And I won't touch it. It's not just self-control. It's also informed by, like, years of poverty and trauma and fear as motivators. It's not just like, ooh, I have an iron will. No, it's also not so insignificant amount of trauma informed fear that keeps me in line with what I want. Yeah, God, I'm so pissed that that soup isn't hitting right. It was an okay soup. It was an interesting experiment. I learned, or I remembered that I didn't like parsnips, and I learned that I don't like persimmons. That's a shitty way to do it. Because, yeah, I don't know, something about it just don't hit right. Just don't hit right. It was a mistake, I think, last night to add in rice and beans that I was also putting off eating. That they're fine, taste fine, but I think too many starches got in there. The carrot plus the parsnip was already like kind of too much, but then potatoes mixed in with nope, mixed in with oh no, that's just a dinosaur in a straight up normal level. Huh. Those motherfuckers just roaming around now? I want to kill it, but I can't. I can. I don't want to risk it. I want to kill it, but I don't want to risk it. Matter of fact, let's get the fuck out of here. Health is too low. Did I get enough out of here today? No, not really. I fucked up, and I should have caught that. I didn't have any food anyway, so I guess we'll take the L. It's not a big L, but it's not a dub. That sure shit is not a W. Ah, God, and we're at like 32 minutes, so I guess I try and stretch out this day. I'm gonna feel bad cutting it this soon, but again, I don't really think I have a whole other day worth of time to commit right now, because right now we've allocated like 20-ish minutes each, and that would come out to like 52 minutes. I'm not liking it, Chief. I'm not liking those odds. Okay, 4? What? Wasn't there? 2 and 2 does make 4, Alex. Yep, that's how that works. My mental math was like, there's 3 in here and I have 2, that'll make 5. No, buddy. That's not the right numbers at all. That's some wishful thinking. Oh, that's some wishful thinking there, champ. God, I'm gonna forget about the watering can, aren't I? Yeah, well, it's likely. Oh well. Oh well. Do I have to fucking water these? Well, if I do, they're gonna get watered by rain. I'm not watering those manually. They can suck my dick. They are not important to me. That is such an odd expression, right? Is a term to express a lack of, like, I don't care, or is a sign of disrespect telling them to suck your dick. It's kind of a weird thing, right? Like, fellatio is a very intimate experience. One that can be frightening and vulnerable with new partners, let alone with complete strangers or people you view antagonistically. Because the idea that the other person is supposed to supplicate themselves in front of you to submit to you, because it seems like a very straight dude thing to say, because it seems like a thing somebody who has never sucked a dick before or really thought much about the whole power dynamic would say. Because if somebody has your genitals in their mouth, in between teeth, you might not be the one in a position of power there, buddy. Like, To me, that's something that you do with someone you minimally trust, not to hurt you. I don't know. Same sort of weird, inconsistent, I don't know, like, logic, I guess, is the right word to use here, though logic feels generous. Same sort of construct goes into, like, go fuck yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with self-love, brother. Like, masturbation is incredibly healthy. Like, there have been studies showing that people who masturbate daily have particularly men, there have been studies showing demonstrable marked health benefits. And the whole No Nut November thing is incredibly stupid and trite and based on juvenile perceptions of masculinity and virility that are just scientifically and factually incorrect. I don't know. Wasn't really building up to anything there. Kind of works as a standalone. Man, if I were going until an hour, I would absolutely play out this day. But because I'm being worried about the bus, and I'm tired, and I don't want to miss that bus and then have to walk to catch another bus, and I'm being as lazy as possible, this is going to be it for today. Sorry about the short ones. I don't know how much longer I'll be cat-sitting. If they'll get back today or tomorrow, don't have a clue. My friend is very intentionally not telling me, even though he told me that they started driving back yesterday. Last night? Oh god, I don't fucking know. Today? No, last night. And so I could do the math and figure out, well, it took them this many days to get out there, it would take this many days. I'm not doing that. I might do it tomorrow, or once I've slept, but nah. So, that'll affect streaming in that it's still going to be 1 or 2 hours per day, if at that, because sometimes I just don't have the social energy after being around people in such a confined space for so long. But if you're watching this on YouTube, well, you know, as per usual, none of this shit matters to you. Something will be up tomorrow. Presumably more of this. So until then, I'll say toodaloo. Take care. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.